I heard on television not too long ago, a brother was mentioning that the drug problem in this country is on the rise. And he was saying that it's sort of like a thing that is perpetuated in certain areas so to sedate the people. And I'm really trying to get to the point, like, how can something like this exist? I mean, how can something like this go on? Won't say the black politicians or our black leaders, aren't they aware of these type of things? Do they address to these kind of problems?
Yes, but how can they fight it? To begin with, I suppose you heard, as many of us heard, this mafia leader who was at the meeting outside of New York in the 1960s. I forgot whether it was 1965 or when the black youth liberation movement was really widespread and was on the upsurge. March. They held this meeting outside of New York. The mafia leaders, and made a conscious decision, deliberate decision, that they were going to flood the black communities, beginning with elementary school, with heroin and all other kind of drugs, with the strictest prohibition against the distribution of any in the white community. They were to make every effort to see that the drugs were kept away from the suburban or white community, but to concentrate on communities like Harlem. And the structural organization that they set up is really something to I won't have time to go into the course, but they set up an organization to carry this out, which included something like 6,000 blacks trained, and and how it was worked out just for that area, and how different other areas were to carry it out. The organization was so perfected. You could just say that the guys that manage these, to use this general term, mafia, although I think that sometimes is a misleading term, were genius. These men were men of genius in administration, in organization, in distribution, and in the philosophy of how it would work. They had actually studied the race. They knew that how the young people would jump on to something that they regard as the end thing. They knew how to set up models that would inspire them, such as having certain key persons with the finest cars in the community, as one of the lords, and it worked. It worked throughout America, and they poured it in. The idea was to destroy the black community. It was a conscious effort. It wasn't anything accidental. It was a conscious, organized effort, and we fell for it. Hook, line, and sinker, from the gutter to the university campus throughout America. We fell for it, and of course that almost turned. I don't know whether it completely defeated the youth rebellion or not, or the youth movement or not, but it certainly checked it. It checked it. It almost killed it. I believe I see slight signs of attempted revival, but that was a devastating blow. Point is, it was organized. It wasn't anything that accidentally happened. It was organized, well planned, well carried out, with millions of dollars to finance it. But look at the race concept behind it. concentrate on the blacks and the blacks alone. Now, of course, it eventually didn't work. It spread into the white community. It didn't. That naturally couldn't. But they had achieved that major goal before the whites. They had actually destroyed. And I can say that I felt it directly in my classrooms, on the campus, and everywhere. I felt it directly because I lost some of my best students. Some of my best students, my most brilliant students, forward going, but lost the drug. I saw them fighting, trying to get away from it after they had it. Fighting. And I saw some of them die.